les pronoms relatifs. Characteriser une person or une chose. It means it allows us to characterize a person or a thing. It allows us to learn more information about a person or a thing. Pronom relatif permet de donner plus d'informations sur quelque chose ou quelqu'un. It gives us more information about something or somebody, and it also allows us to use two pronouns and two conjugated verbs in a sentence. These are what pronom relative does for us in French. Now, on continue s'il vous plaît. Si vous regardez bien, nous avons les pronoms pour donner plus d'informations sur une personne, une chose ou une idée. Verbe qui. Like I said, normalement, qui represents who in French. Qui. Who in French. And in some cases, it could mean that. Now, for instance, regarde, quand le mot à caractériser est le sujet de la proposition relative, it means when the word to be characterized is the subject of the sentence, c'est-à-dire qui also functions as the subject, autant que le sujet. Qui functions autant que le sujet in a sentence. Meaning, when we are using qui, it is, for this level, it is possibly relating to the subject, that is to the doer of the action. Let's say, for instance, I'm saying, j'ai un ami for instance, je suis un homme qui ne risque or I can say je suis un homme qui ne prend pas de risques. Risk here is a verb. To me, there's a verb risquer. Risquer. There's a verb risquer, to risk. So I can say je suis un homme qui ne risque rien. Je suis un homme qui ne prend pas de risque. C'est la même chose. This means I am a man that does not risk anything. And the second one says I am a man who does not take risk. Now, this je is still the same thing as the qui. This je is the same thing as it. And if you look at it very well, this je was conjugated, the verb être was conjugated with je. And also we have another verb here that was conjugated. Prendre means to take. Je suis un homme qui ne prend pas de risque. I'm a man who does not take risk. Or I can as well say I'm a man that does not take risk. That is what qui does. It functions most times as the subject of the sentence. Qui, quand le mot à caractère est le sujet de la proposition. Par exemple, je connais le garçon. Full stop. Now these are two sentences. Do not forget, pronom relative links two sentences together and allows us to have two subjects and two verbs conjugated. Now, je connais le garçon. Full stop, one sentence. Il travaille chez McDo. He works with McDo. How do we bring these two sentences together without making them, to make them one, to link them together? Then we have qui. Je connais le garçon qui travaille chez McDo. Je connais le garçon qui travaille chez McDo. Who works at McDo's place? Le garçon. Le garçon. So here, I'm the doer of the action. Je connais le garçon. I know the guy who works at McDo's place. I have two verbs here. Connais and travaille. Connais and travaille. Now the second one, we have que. Et c'est quand le mot à caractériser est l'objet de la proposition relative. Now we have j'adore le livre. Two sentences. J'adore le livre. Now we don't have to bring these two sentences together to make it one. That's why we have the pronom relative. Now I have j'adore le livre que j'ai acheté. I like the book that I bought. Que allows us to use je here and je here. Do not forget, if it was qui, then we may not have another subject because the key is representing the doer of the action. The key is representing the doer of the action. But the que here will allow us to use two subjects. Now, j'adore le livre que j'ai acheté. I like the book that I bought. I like the book that I bought. Now let me mention to you. The best way to do this is, there's a rule in French that says qui goes directly with the verb, but que goes with a noun or pronoun before the verb. Now if we look at it here very well, qui goes directly with the verb. It's a pronoun relative, so it goes directly with the verb. But que goes with a noun or pronoun. If you look at it here again, je connais le garçon qui travaille. What comes after qui directly is the verb and must always be a verb. But que, what comes after que is a noun or a pronoun. It's a pronoun here. Je. Je. Now let's go ahead with pronoun relative ou.